Hello, it's your Commodore, Tycoles here, with a Resident Alien review. This week, we saw Season 1, Episode 2, Homesick, and it was funny, quite funny. We start off with this hiker, and he decides to take a selfie. The dangers are abundantly clear because he falls down a cliff.
There is one truth that connects all beings. Life doesn't ever go as planned.
It looks like he's going to certain death, and then some magnetic force stops him. So he's maybe a good 6 feet above the ground, and he can't move, and just frozen there.
Somebody! Help me! Help!
So we continue where we left off last week, where our doctor, Harry, is going to check up on the kid, and the kid bolts it, and we see why he bolted it.
I'm going to cut your head off.
And he's freaked out, and he does believe that he will kill everyone, which is true, but no one else knows it, but he knows it. And he even tells his parents to start buying caskets.
Oh no, you want to die too! Make that 3 cousins. I'm serious. If he keeps us up, we're getting rid of him.
He even gets so freaked out that he even reports it to the police. The sheriff threatens to throw him in prison.
No, like, alien. From outer space. Ouch.
Dan, shoot me. What the hell are you teaching this kid, huh? You know I could lock you up for lying to an officer of the law. That is a crime. You're committing crime. Got a sick.
Whereas his deputy takes a more accepting approach to him.
One of my skills as a deputy is to work as a sketch artist. So if you describe the alien to me, I could draw a picture of him.
Great, then I can get the word out.
You get a very funny part where he thinks he's removing a wart from a kid, and ends up having to do a pelvic alignment for a female. And he ends up accidentally taking a photo of her nether regions.
Oh,
Did you just take a picture?
it wasn't a selfie.
But during this time, you're hearing his internal monologue, and he's starting to feel a feeling that he can't describe. He just describes it as being empty despite eating. We also meet Asta's father, who works at a diner. He also brings up strange feelings that he's getting from him.
What are you doing?
I have a bad feeling. There's something wrong with that man.
So, and he's realizing his day is just getting worse, and he doesn't know how much worse he can get. The kid is now plastering posters of what he looks like as an alien around the town. That's what happens when the day gets worse. So we get a quick flashback and montage of Harry going through trying to become a human. He calls the kid and threatens him, but he's getting outsmarted by a child.
And guess what, alien? You can't kill me. If parents know you're after me, and if I die, then never you do. And you're dumb. Stamps are like $30 each, stupid.
It's like I'm watching Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner with those two. We then go back to the bar because he says he's lonely, he has an empty feeling, so naturally you go to the bar. We meet the bartender again, Darcy.
Do you want me to get anything?
I was hungry, but now that I'm here, for some reason I'm not.
Sounds like stress. I'm a big stress eater. Ate a whole bag of Doritos the other day. Family size.
He's now talking to the mayor, who happens to be the father of the kid that can see him. And he's discovering that the mayor has the same feelings he's feeling. And he's grilling him about those feelings.
Tell me more about this hole in your stomach. Well, it's...
While talking to the mayor, he was actually thinking of ways to kill them, which were quite hilarious.
Now that smell in the air is in propane gas.
True cartoonish stuff. And also, at the same time, we have an argument happening between the dead doctor's wife and Asta about clearing out his doctor's office, and she confronts the sheriff and his deputy, and you get a very funny monologue by Harry describing their feelings.
Read the emotions on their faces. Sadness masking as anger. Weakness masking as superiority. This one's like a pet rabbit that you yell at so much its hair starts to fall out.
We get another flashback to when he crashed. You get a lot of those in the so far. Like in the first episode there was like 3, and in this episode you had the recap which showed it, and now this one that showed it. So when he crashed, he was hungry. He went to go grab some food. Stumbled into a barn, saw a cow. You think he was going to eat the cow? No, he did not eat the cow. He did something else. Knowing that filled him up last time, he decides to go back to that barn and find that cow. But the people were there, and let's just say it didn't end well.
Hello again, Mrs. Cow. I'm sorry. I'm leaving. It was consensual.
We ended up at the bowling alley. He meets Darcy, and they start going for bowling. We meet the girl that he was doing the examination on, and it looks like Darcy and her are frenemies, and you get a little banter back and forth. And they run into the sheriff there because it's the bowling league, and the sheriff does a strike, Darcy does a strike, and Harry, thinking it's so simple because he's doing all this math, ends up letting the ball go smack dab right into the man's pride. Let's just say that.
Land a spacecraft on an asteroid traveling 50,000 miles an hour. I can roll a ball on some wood.
And he's talking to Darcy, and she explains that she was a former skier and was actually going to the Olympic skiing moguls. And she shows that she got injured and won't be able to do that again.
And then this happened.
How did you do that?
Well, it was my second bubble run. I heard my knee pop. It was before the jump and I couldn't stop it. I landed and I heard a bunch of bones crack.
If you don't know what the moguls are, it's just a very intense downhill skiing. And by talking to her, he realizes that he beat the kid. So he cuts his kid's brake lines on his bike. But again, that failed because the kid fell in his driveway and not down the main road where he thought it would happen. So the kid's gone in for stitches, and they have it's a game of chicken, really.
Some mosquito in here because I think I just got a tiny bite on my arm.
This is deeper than I thought. We might need 3 stitches.
How about 5?
And the kid ends up besting him yet again. We get to look at Asta's relationship with her father a bit, and how upset she is with Dr. Sam's death. That he was the closest thing to her, because it was revealed that her dad is not really her dad.
Dan's not my real father. My mom left when I was 1. Sam was the only one I could talk to about all that. I never should have left that night he died.
So Harry ends up playing cards with her to console her, and he realizes that what he's feeling is loneliness. So he goes into that mine where the 59 died, trying to save the one person. He finds this metal and is still looking forward to destroying Earth, despite now getting to know people and having those feelings.
I miss my planet, my people. But having found the tellurium, I can finally heal my broken heart. Because once I detonate my device and fry every human being on Earth, I can fly home.
Overall, it was a quite funny episode until the end, where it became quite serious. The chemistry between the kid and Harry, like I said, Wile E. Coyote versus the Roadrunner. And every time he tries to explain how great he is, how much smarter he is than the humans, yeah, it doesn't work out for him. I'm looking forward to next week to see if him and Darcy become a couple. What's his relationship with Asta? What's going to happen with him and the kid? What harebrained scheme is he going to come up with next? It's kind of like Pinky and the Brain with him.
What are we gonna do tomorrow night?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
I killed that kid, Max. I can make it look like an accident.
And, okay, that's it. So for your Commodore, Ty Coles, live long and prosper. Hailing frequencies closed.
Thank you for watching the video. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, watch one of my other videos, and if you can show your support by donating to my PayPal.
So, for Commodore Ty, live long and prosper all, and for now, until next time, the hailing frequencies are closed.